Well, I guess we should start up a new Nancy Drew. Oh, gotta play something. This one's for you, Des. Oh, we might have to do our small resolution camera. Hang on. I just forget these old games are the small resolution. Let's see how this looks. Let's go! I've had this one queued up and ready for you. I installed this one like a week ago. Classic. Yeah, I feel like every child has an Egyptology phase. Okay, alright, cool. This is Dez's favorite game, and it's, again, this is another game that we had played previously in our Nancy Drew playthrough. However, because it was like a couple years ago, and I wasn't streaming very consistently, I failed to save the VOD for this game, so we don't have any kind of video, and I don't remember much about the game, except that I do remember Harlan as a good boy. That's all I remember. And we're gonna play this, because it's been a while, and I want a video of it.
The haunted carousel.
Oh, it looks so old.
Either junior or senior detective.
And we are going to play it on Senior Detective this time, which previously we played it in Junior. Harlan's a good boy. You miss these streams too, you're super excited?
Well,
yeah.
Here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things that have been happening here lately. First, a horse just disappeared off the carousel one night. Then, a little later, the carousel started spinning around all by itself in the dead of night, as if it was haunted or something.
So confused by not just going straight to dead, yeah.
Suddenly stopped in mid-ride for no apparent reason.
We're doing a throwback here.
Seriously hurt, but the park was shut down until the city knows for sure what caused the accident. I'm here because
that would be really
Santos,
scary.
The park's owner, is a friend of Dad's.
To be like stranded on a roller coaster.
Hotel,
The huge vibe change.
I'm supposed to head over there right now and meet with a security guard named Harlan Bishop.
Harlan.
I don't let Paula down. Wish me
Okay.
luck. Ever yours, Nancy.
Woo.
P.S. There's a rumor going around that the park is cursed.
That's like such a creepy shot, like an off-kilter carousel. I don't really like that a whole lot. Alright, cool. We're here. Was this supposed to call somebody? Directory? Oh, call directory? Directory? Best Marvin? Paula. Let's call Paula. Did it tell me to do something and I've already missed it? I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention.
Paula Santos.
Haha!
Miss Santos, it's Nancy Drew.
Hello. Have you been out to the park?
No, not yet. I thought I'd check in with you first.
You're all set. I told the guard at the main gate
cool.
to keep an eye out for you.
Oh, we're just supposed to go to
Name's
the park.
Harlan Bishop. All the rides are shut down except for the carousel. I thought you might need to see it in action, but
I
please
might.
take a good look at the roller coaster even if you can't ride it.
What did the police find when they looked at it?
They looked around for 5 minutes, then left. Said as long as the insurance company was going to investigate, why should they?
That's just a terrible police department.
So I can get into the park through the main gate?
Harlan will be watching for you. Oh, and from now on,
Oh.
call me Paula.
All right.
Paula.
Goodbye, Paula.
Bye, Paula. Alright, cool. We got some stuff on our computer. Flag game. Things to do. Check out the roller coaster. Check out the carousel. Head on over to the park. Easy peasy. I got a journal. Got an inbox. Welcome, Nancy. That's why people hate cops. Just do your job. Tips. No outgoing mail. Okay, great. Love it. I remember very little about this game, but I do remember that there's an iron in this hotel room. The phony. Not a Sony, that's a phony. Some of the yarn you purchased from Walmart is turned to have a bit of residue on it. And you know some of them more than a couple cakes. It's residue. I mean, worst case scenario, you could wash it. Like hand wash the yarn. Especially if it's like an acrylic yarn. Sorry, we're close. You bought it at Walmart in your parents' hometown in Iowa. And that yarn is fine. I just felt it's like waxy. Ooh. Oh, no. Oh, no. What are you making? Alright, let's go on into the...
lady who just entered the park, please turn immediately and enter the whale's mouth directly to her left. Thank you.
Wow. Ahoy mateys, employees only. Security is strictly enforced. Violators walk the plank. And who might you be, sir?
Just march right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs. You're either who I think you are or you're one determined gatecrasher.
Incredibly determined gatecrasher.
If you think I'm Nancy Drew, you're right.
That's a relief. It's too early in the day to go sicken the cops on anybody. I'm Harlan Bishop.
Hi, Harlan. Pink yarn for Susie's baby blanket before I knew she was having a girl. Oh, that's so exciting. Yeah, you might have to replace it, especially if it's for, like, a baby blanket. Like, that yarn is typically pretty soft. Maybe just, like, return all of it and get all new stuff. Unless you've already started. Then I don't know. But then it's hard, because then you want yarn that's the same dye lot as the yarn that you already have. Hello, hello! We just started, JCat. How's it going? Welcome to the stream.
Are you the only security guard on duty now?
I begged Miss Santos to keep me on while the park's closed. Even agreed to a pay cut.
You must really like your job.
I've only worked here for a couple of weeks. I figured staying on while the park was closed would help me get up to speed on all the equipment and such.
It's Lion Brand's mandala. Oh, and the ombre. Already made a shawl with some of the residue, and she was fine because she's less texture sensitive, but I can't do it again. Oh no. At least in ombre it's easier, like you don't have to worry, I feel like, quite so much about the dye lots just because it's an ombre yarn and they like change a lot, so I hope you figure it out. What's your thoughts on this?
What are your thoughts on this haunted carousel?
There's my
Somebody
man.
swiped the horse
Just
off
for
the
you,
carousel,
Des.
and now it's malfunctioning. The police don't
Now
think
it's
it's that big a deal,
malfunctioning.
and frankly, neither do I.
Okay, you don't care? You don't care? What about the roller coaster?
What about the roller coaster?
Accidents happen.
I love his
Of course,
accent,
Ingrid
man.
will tell you that these so-called accidents
Ingrid.
are really
Who's
the result
Ingrid?
of the park's karma getting bent out of shape by negative energy or some such gobbledygook.
Who's Ingrid?
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's
Probably.
working during the shutdown, too. She's the park's chief engineer.
Aha.
Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff.
What is
Like if you
wacky
eat food
stuff?
served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Is anyone else in the park
Almost
now?
done folding
Elliot Chen,
laundry.
He's the art director.
Oh, wait.
Hardly ever see him.
Elliot,
Busy
art
guy.
director.
And
Okay.
Joy Trent, park bookkeeper.
Okay.
In fact, she's your next stop.
Let's see. Almost done folding laundry. Might do one last little load. Just the outfit. Oh, I really need to do laundry again. We already have like a whole load of light laundry and a whole load of darks as well. Okay, so thankfully I only had to remake one little mushroom storage thing. You have the same yarn from Joann's and it's clean. Did you hear that Joann's is going out of business? That rocked my world this morning. I love Joann Fabrics and Crafts, and they're going out of business, and I'm not happy about it. Stop! We don't talk about Des, I can't, dude. I can't. Like, I can't. I'm so upset. That's where I get all of my cross-stitching, or not cross, my embroidery flaws. It's like all I was talking about in streams in January. I didn't know they were going out of business. I keep saying that it's sexist that Joann's is going out of business, but Michael's is fine. I didn't know they were going out of business, and I'm really upset about it. You had to stop yapping about it. Like, it's just, it crushes me. It crushes my soul. I really like Joann's. I mean, I guess at least we still have Michael's, and then, like, you know, Hobby Lobby. Some people support Hobby Lobby, some people don't. You know, but yeah, I'm sad about Joann's. I also got like a lot of fabric and stuff there, and not all the Michaels that we have here in town, not all of them have fabric. The one that does have fabric is like 20 minutes away. It's on like the far side of town. Stopped by Joann's tonight and the yarn is almost all gone, so I had to go to Michael's. Oh, yeah. Remind yourself you can still buy yarn. It'll be okay. But yeah, I think I'll have to end up going probably to maybe Hobby Lobby or somewhere for fabric. Or, you know what? Honestly, what I really need to do is probably just actually find other fabric stores. I'm sure there's some here in town, but it's tough too, especially with yarn. Like, I don't mind using nice yarn, but sometimes I don't want to spend freaking $40, $50 on one skein of yarn. So, you know, like, a lot of the local yarn stores here only carry expensive ass yarn. And like, I can't be buying that, man. So, especially if it's going to be something that I like make for my son, like if I'm making for something for the baby, like I'm not paying a lot for that. So, and I feel bad. I mean, I've ordered from, is it Webb's? One of the yarn stores online. And I've had like okay dealings with them. But I just hate to order stuff online. I don't know. I like feeling it. I like seeing it, like seeing what color it really is, all that kind of stuff. Something fun about buying yarn. Can't do it, won't do it. Yeah, Walmart has a surprisingly good selection sometimes. I got yarn from there and I made a chicken. I'm trying to think. The chicken's not completely finished. But I might have a complete... I've made like several chickens. Anyway, but I got all that yarn from Walmart. Okay, let me get back to the game. I just got distracted by Joanne's. I'm upset. Okay, all right. Who else we've got to see? We got to see Elliot Chen and Joy Trent. She's our next stop. Why is that?
Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on.
Oh,
plus,
access
she'll give
card.
you an access card.
Yeah.
Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
Oh, that would help. That would be helpful. Yeah.
That would certainly help.
Wait, hang on. I know Joy won't give you one of these, so I will. Here you go. It's a Captain's Cove fun card.
Oh, we get a fun card.
Ride the rides and play the games on the midway.
Okay.
Come back to me if you burn through that one and need another.
Okay.
Why wouldn't Joy give me one of these?
Well, see, Joy's just kind of joyless. It'd never occur to her that you might want to have some fun while you're here. Of course, she's a newbie too, like me. Maybe she'll come around. Anyway, here's a map of the park.
Map of the park.
I put an X where Joy's office is.
Okay.
I see you have a security camera trained on the carousel. Does that mean you got the theft of that carousel horse on tape?
We didn't start monitoring the carousel until after the theft. But we do have one of those so-called hauntings on tape.
I want to see the haunting. Show me the haunting.
Great.
I got the tape right here, all queued up. I played it for the police.
Sweet.
Like I said before, they weren't real impressed.
Okay.
There's no sound, on the tape at least. The band organ started up when the carousel did. Stayed on for about 30 seconds, then stopped.
So flickering lights, and then the carousel starts up. Okay. Yeah.
Did you notice that burst of static just before the carousel started to turn?
Probably just a glitch in the tape. We use them over and over.
Oh, like retaping. Okay.
Have you tried to prove your screwed up wiring theory?
I ain't no cop. But now that you're here, maybe you can prove it for me.
Maybe.
Where did you work before you came here?
Oh, I worked in a store, department store, you know, as a security guard.
What are you
In
hiding,
Flemington.
Harlan?
Not around here.
Mm-hmm. I worked at a store.
Sounds good.
It's a store. You got secrets. You got secrets, Harlan. What's this? Please keep all personal belongings in your locker. Nancy Drew visit today. Give fun pass. Map the park. Send to Joy.
The phone number for the police. That might come in handy.
Is she gonna save that in her
It would be
phone?
rude to use my phone now.
Okay. Coffee. All right. Anything over here? I remember like the teeniest bits and pieces of this game, and not much else. Okay, is there anything else over here? High voltage stuff. Oh, lockers.
Please don't open that.
Sorry, bad habit.
Please don't snoop through my stuff, Nancy. Okay. Alright, I guess we'll go see Joy. I thought he was gonna put an X. Oh, there it is. I was like, I thought he was gonna put an X on my map. Little guppy play pond. Oh, you made these? Unlock the plank. Alright, let's see.
Hello. Are you Nancy?
Yes, I am. You're
Yep.
Joy?
Joy Trent. Sorry about the mess. So, I'm supposed to give you an access card.
Yes, Ms. Santos wants me to have the run of the park.
You're wasting your time, you know.
Excuse me?
You're only here because it makes it look like Paula Santos had nothing to do with any of this cursed garbage.
Are you saying she did have something to do with
Oh,
it?
that's
I've
true.
seen
I'm
how
not
Paula
much of a
runs
believer
the
when it
park.
comes to curses.
All she wants is to get more and more people through that gate. And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted?
Yeah, but this.
But why would she sabotage the
Why
roller
would she do
coaster?
that?
She can't
Why
make
is the
any
park
money with the
closed?
park shut down.
None of
She
this is
probably
helping.
just didn't know the park would be shut down.
She probably did.
Is
But...
Ms. Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that glorified con artist who claims his neck got injured, Lance
Lance
Huffington.
Huffington.
And the truth is, Paula offered me this job because she knew I needed the money. And I'm not entirely ungrateful. My father died recently. His estate is
That
in bankruptcy.
would
He used to be
suck.
co-owner of the park.
Oh,
2 years
interesting.
ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and he had to sell
Okay.
his share to Paula. When he died 2 months
What
ago,
was the
he
huge
flat
financial
broke.
setback? Did
Paula
he,
could
like,
have bailed him out, but she didn't.
Invest in something?
Frankly,
or...
I think the reason she hired me was guilt.
Yeah, okay,
Right.
great, but I just need an access card.
I'm
I don't need
supposed
your
to
life
get an
story,
access
man.
card from you?
Here you go. That should get you into all the private areas of the park. But if you run into problems, don't come to me. Ask the chief engineer, Ingrid Corey. Her
Okay.
office is by the haunted house.
Haunted
the
house
only other
equals
people
Ingrid.
in the park right now are Harlan Bishop and the art director, Elliot
Art director.
Chen. His studio is right by the treasure chest souvenir shop.
Okay.
But try not to bug him.
Why? Is he
Oh, I'm gonna
temperamental?
bug him.
He's behind in his work and needs to catch up.
Oh.
Ms. Santos has been getting on my case about it. Well, I think you have everything, so if you'll excuse me.
Oh, right.
Yep,
Thanks for all your
bye.
help. Sorry if I disturbed you.
I'm not sorry for disturbing you. I have a mystery to solve. What's this?
Okay if I peek in here?
Go ahead and look around. Excuse all the clutter. I'm still trying to get this place organized.
I shouldn't even like this place.
Looks
Oh,
like
some
stenography.
shorthand.
It's a memo about one of the carousel horses being sold. I wonder which horse.
Okay, Marty Glazer, Art Department from Milton Fowler, July 14th. CCAP has agreed to sell the horse named... Okay, so we probably gotta, like, figure out which swoopies are, like, which letters or sounds, and then... something. Solve it. Aha! The horse will be removed from the ride on August 3rd, therefore it must be replaced immediately. Please find out how much this will cost and when you can deliver it. I need this information by the end of the day Thursday. Alright. Maybe we'll get like a shorthand guide at some point. Galaxy Ball... Sheldon Rousseau's Galaxy Ballroom, Captain's Coast. I wish I could afford a carousel horse. I love carousel horses. I feel like I talked about this during the original playthrough, but nearby where I grew up, there was like a really nice carousel in one of the beach towns. And I can't remember if it was like done by like a famous carousel horse maker. But I just like, I can picture my favorite horse on that carousel. Like I can picture it in my head. And in fact, I'm pretty sure I have a picture of it. Somewhere. It's like, it's a white horse and it has blue, like ribbons and red roses on it. Where? Doop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boop-boo. I'm actually just curious. No, I don't have a picture of it immediately available. I've got a picture of it somewhere. But I just love that carousel, and I love carousel horses. Please do share it if you have it. Yeah. Let's see. Funland rides and attractions. Let's see. Yeah, if I manage to find it, I will absolutely share a picture of it. I know I have one somewhere. I just can't remember, like, what year it was that I went and visited home. And, like, where it would be. But I know I have a picture of it somewhere, so... gonna go pick up some Culvers. But yeah, I'll share it in the Discord. But I think it was made by... The carousel was made by, like, a famous carousel maker. And so it was, like, really, really gorgeous, and it had, like, lots of really beautiful horses. And it had, like, other animals as well, but yeah, it was super gorgeous. You got the carousel popcorn bucket from Disney. That's a thing? Hang on. Carousel bucket. Disney. Popcorn. I love all those things. That is so pretty. Oh, I really like that, Tess. That's so pretty. Okay. Oh. Need more money. Okay, the world's greatest beachfront ballrooms, dances, concerts featuring conductor Shaw Bids and the Nouveau Jersey Shore Orchestra. Alright. I love carousels. Yeah, I like horses, I like carousels, and I like trains. And it's fun because we need to replay this one. We replayed Secret of Shadow Ranch the other week, and we still have to do Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon again. Sheldon Rousseau's Galaxy Ballroom and Carousel. Like, it looks very similar to, like, these horses. It has a music box, it lights up, and has your favorite horse that inspired your VTuber design. It was made for you. Yes. The original
The haunted
ballroom.
house used to be a ballroom. How's that for irony?
Converting the ballroom. Haunted house upon completion. How's that for irony? I mean, it's a thing that happened. I wouldn't call it ironic that a ballroom was repurposed into something else where we don't really do ballrooms anymore. The Cove Crier.
Maybe I should give Detective Paris a call.
Paris? Sorry. Have you been to Tokyo Disney? Their big claim to fame is their popcorn? Really? In popcorn buckets? Was this the carousel we saw on our trip out there? Yes, hon, I think it was, but I looked real quick at the pictures from when we went out there, and I don't have a picture of the carousel horse. But yes, it was that carousel that we saw. I think about maybe leaving tomorrow as you still have stuff in the fridge that you were going to make tomorrow. You can always throw out the pork chop and onion snack on the apple, and the apple juice will survive. Oh, that does kind of suck. Unless you can, like, pre-cook something tonight and then, like, take it with you. I don't know. You've not, but you had friends go last year and they tried a lot of different types. They say it was awesome. That sounds really cool. I've always wanted to visit, like, Disneyland in, like, Paris or Tokyo or something. Okay, Mike DeSalle holds the jewelry he found hidden in the padding of the orbiter. According to Detective KJ Paris on the right, more hidden valuables could turn up in the park. This guy's face is, like... I just have, like, put a mustache on me. Don't have a recipe for that. Nah, that's fair. Park goer finds hidden treasure at Captain's Cove. Cool. Okay. Oh, hey, the article.
Hidden jewels. Maybe that's what whoever stole that carousel horse was after.
Nancy.
Jewels from that heist.
Nancy, you gotta let me read. The orbiter turned into Mike DeSalle's favorite amusement park ride yesterday when he found close to $50,000 worth of jewelry hidden in the padding that lines the ride's backrests. I felt something sharp when I strapped in, said 19-year-old DeSalle. By the time the ride was over, I thought for sure whatever it was had totally stuck itself into my shoulder. Assuming someone had placed the rocks in the padding as a joke, DeSalle examined the backrest, found a small slit at its top edge, and through it managed to pull out the offending objects. 3 necklaces, a pearl necklace, and 2 jewel-studded gold bracelets. I knew they were real right away. Fakes just don't sparkle like that. He turned his find over to the police, who quickly discovered that the jewelry was indeed real. It had been among the items stolen when a thief broke into the safe at the captain's quarters hotel 3 years ago. Despite the fact that the man suspected of the theft is currently serving time in the state penitentiary for an unrelated crime, none of the stolen items have ever been found until yesterday. The man in charge of the investigation 3 years ago, veteran police detective KJ Paris, recalls that the thief made his getaway by running through the park. Paris now suspects that the reason the loot has never turned up is because the thief stashed the jewelry in various places throughout the park so he could return for it days, months, or even years later. For his honesty, DeSalle received a $2,000 reward from the work insurance company and a lifetime certificate for a room at the captain's quarters hotel. Some pretty valuable stuff could still be hidden in the park, Paris said, but before people start tearing up the rides looking for it, they should be advised that I'll be watching. Your favorite was the blueberry popcorn? Your mom liked the soy sauce popcorn? Oh, I can't imagine soy sauce, but blueberry sounds good. Yeah, fair. I hope your grandpa does get better. I hope you don't have to, like, leave and that you can just have, like, a normal, like, spring break blast off in the night rocket. That's weird. That doesn't seem very Captain's Covey. You know what I mean? Like, doesn't seem very nautical. Okay. Oh, perfect. They're on my map now. So we've got Harlan, Joy. Let's go annoy Elliot, because that sounds fun. Oh, look. It's a bush shaped like a marlin. Disney World is boring compared to that. I just get the boring, delicious cheddar popcorn. Now that we're talking about Disney, I want a Disneyland churro so bad.
Hang on, I'll be right with you.
Take your time.
Now. Oh, I forgot how dumb his face looks.
Until Joy Trent calls me. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, you're the worst, dude. Alright. It's a dolphin. Unarmed. Okay, well that's good. What am I looking at here? Oh, hello.
Looking for someone?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm trying to help Ms. Santos.
I didn't even
figure out
spill
why
a
so
paint on
many
any of
weird
the stuff,
things
it's
have
just
been
on the floor.
happening around here lately. Do you
Even
have
if I
time to
spilled
talk?
paint on the floor, I'd be
Sure.
really irritated.
Oh my. You've got
I'd
B3
be really
issues.
irritated if it was me, though. I've got B3, like vitamin B3 issues.
I do?
Vitamin B3, niacin. The vibe you're giving off tells me you're low.
My
Nothing that
vibe.
some natural peanut butter on a slice of whole wheat bread once
He's
a
an
day
artist,
won't
there's gonna be
fix.
paint on the floor. True, he has like paint all over him, so how bad can he be? But still, it doesn't mean somebody's gotta clean it up. I would just tell Nancy to clean it up. Like, just clean that up and let me get back to work. You know? Okay. Thanks for the advice. Now back to business.
How long have you worked here?
A little less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way up. I've held the supervisory position for the last 10 months.
Yeah, see, like, yeah, I'll talk when you clean that up, like everyone else who makes us do all sorts of stuff that we weren't hired to do. My vibes told her that I'm B3 deficient. Come on, Farrier, don't you feel the vitamin B vibes? There's like 1 billion vitamin Bs. We got no vitamin B3. Okay, I don't know what she said. Supervisory position for the last 10 months. Yeah, sure. Okay,
Miss
this.
Santos asked me to figure out why weird things have been happening around here lately.
What's to figure out?
You have anything
Someone
to do with
stole
it,
a
ma'am?
horse off the carousel, and now the park is cursed.
Why would somebody well, we already
So
know
you
that.
think this cursed thing is real?
The man who carved the horse.
I actually have too much
He said if they
B3.
were ever separated, bad luck would follow.
It can happen.
And it has.
Like, there's vitamin D deficiency vibes, vitamin B3. Actually, I mean, there are, what is it, vitamin B12. So, like, vitamin B12 is responsible for helping, I don't know, something get absorbed in the stomach. And if you don't have enough vitamin B12 specifically, it's called, like, pernicious anemia. There's, like, weird vitamin B deficiencies of certain vitamin Bs. The man who carved the horse is Kessler. Bill Kessler? So he said if they were ever separated, bad luck would follow, and it has. Culver's gave you a lot of trouble. Oh, good. What did you end up ordering, Maggie? I want food. Although I did have fish sticks right before stream. Fish sticks. Yeah, tell me about the roller coaster.
Blueprints of the roller coaster, so you can show me exactly where on the track it stopped.
I've looked all over for those blueprints and can't find them anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers knows where they are, but I'm afraid I don't.
Did we ask Bill if he was related to the carousel carver? I don't remember that, but I'm glad you do. Chicken breast sandwich, mashed potatoes. I really enjoy chicken breast sandwiches. We do it a lot here at home, except we don't want to pay, like, takeout prices, like Chick-fil-A prices or Raising Cane's or anything like that. We get those banquet chicken patties, frozen section at the grocery store. They make them in regular and they make them in spicy, which my husband likes spicy. And then we do waffle fries, frozen waffle fries. We stick them in our oven, it has like an air fry mode. And then we just toast up some buns. And yeah, we do home chicken patty sandwiches. Pretty good. Chicken breast sandwiches. Just ate a PB and J. You had a PB but no J. Oh, PB and J's are so good. It's just like a wholesome sandwich. Okay, so we can't find the blueprints anywhere. I'm sure one of the other engineers know where they are, but I'm afraid I don't. Okay, sure.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from Trenton.
Oh, he's a bouncer.
I also know it drives him nuts that this is
He
one of
didn't
the
work
few
at a-
places in the park he doesn't have a key for.
Store.
Any idea why someone would steal a horse off a carousel?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
I'm sure they are.
Do you mind having to work during the shutdown?
Not a bit. Keeping those card readers functioning is practically a full-time job all by itself. Plus, I happen to adore my job.
At least she likes her job. I mean, that's like good, you know.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
Okay. Okay. So that's just her. She does have a cool job. Like, it would be fun. Albeit, I think it would be scary. Because I feel like you are 100% responsible for, like, people's lives as a theme park engineer. And not just, like, people's lives, but probably, like, children's lives. You know, to make sure, like, everything goes right. That's a big shark. Okay. There's the door. What's this say? Bad food. No. Good food. Yes. Wait, is that Mr. Yuck? It's Mr. Yuck! He's inside the No! Oh, Mr. Yuck is a Poison Control Center mascot. I think specifically, is it Wisconsin's Poison Control Center? This is your friendly reminder, if you don't know the Poison Control Center number, you can call it free anywhere in the country, 1-800-222-1222. That's your PSA for the day. Mr. Yuck the Poison Man! Yeah, he's that green sticker.
Maybe I could help you find whatever it is you seem to be looking for.
Clues. Can you help me find the clues, ma'am? But yeah, it's not like you know what I'm here for. That's a car. Watch out for weird people, like Mr. Yuck the Poison Man. Okay. Ellie's mad at us. Can we go talk to Joy to have Joy call? Oh, she's gone.
And what are you doing?
Oh, I forgot about you.
I said that over here on top of the cabinet.
Forgot about this guy.
Keep going. Over here.
Yep.
Please identify yourself.
Well, my name is Nancy Drew.
Digital representations of your voice and image have been entered into my memory circuits. Nancy Drew.
How come you
Nancy
didn't speak up
Drew.
before when I was in here talking to Joy?
I cannot interact with my environment when my
Oh,
visual
was it
and/or
covered up
sensors
earlier?
are covered.
Do you have a name?
I am
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
How did I forget
I
about
receive
this?
and process video and audio inputs.
Completely
and make
forgot about
appropriate
this.
Pre-programmed verbal responses.
What's a magnificent memory machine?
It is my turn to ask a question. Nancy Drew.
Nancy
Why are
Drew.
you here when Joy is not?
Elliot Chen is kind of upset with me. I need to write her a note to call him.
There is a pad for leaving messages on the desk.
Okay.
So, who programmed you?
Responding to the non-joy entity is an unnecessary drain on my
Wow.
power units and is heretofore disallowed.
What does that mean? Hello? Miles? I guess it means he's not gonna talk
I wish
to me
I could just
anymore.
say that to people. Like, I'm sorry, but talking to you is an unnecessary drain on my power reserves. Goodbye.
Responding is an
Or on my
unnecessary
power
drain
unit.
on my power unit.
Alright, cool. Well, let's do some investigating. He's not a very good guard dog at all.
I can use this to leave a note for Joy to call Elliot.
Yeah, but also do the thing where you gruff stuff stationary. I saw the dog in the background and I was like, Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake? Joy, please call Elliot C. Thanks, Nancy Drew. Got it. Okay, anything else interesting? You don't like look at her calendar, like in her briefcase. Is that it? Okay. Pittsburgh! He was created in Pittsburgh. I thought he was used nationwide, but I couldn't remember where he was made. Mr. Yuck is amazing. I like Mr. Yuck. Alright, let's go maybe check in with Harlan again. Oh, ring ring.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. It's Paula Santos. You know, I just had
He
a
wasn't
thought.
super
There's a
effective.
newspaper
No,
article
it's
and
true.
photo in Joy's office that I want you to be sure to
But
take
he's
a look
funny.
at. They're in a frame on the wall.
There's a newspaper. Yeah, I already seen them. I already saw that.
I may have seen them. What are they about?
They're a little piece of park history.
Yeah, it's
The guy in the photo
jewels.
found a bunch of jewels that had been stolen in a heist years ago
The
and stashed away
jewels.
on one of the rides at Captain's Cove. The police said there was a good chance more jewels would turn up.
Okay.
Maybe that's
Yes.
why someone stole that carousel horse, because there were jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly.
Mhm.
I called the detective that was in charge of the investigation back then. His name is KJ Paris.
Okay.
He's going to call you.
Cool.
Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay,
All
bye.
right. Goodbye, Paula.
Okay, bye.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
I'm afraid I got off on the wrong foot with Elliot. I spilled paint all over something he'd been working on.
Ooh, not good. The guy's already about a month behind in his work.
That ain't my fault, man.
Any idea why he's so far behind?
He's a procrastinator. Doesn't really like to work, so he does
Procrastinator,
whatever he
hey.
can to avoid
Hey,
it.
oh, hey.
Puts things off to the last minute. Me, I get stuff done right away. You do too, I'll bet.
You're not wrong.
Is he in danger of losing his job?
Way I hear it, if he doesn't get caught up like fast, he's gonna be waving bye-bye like soon.
Okay.
I'll see you around.
Knock him dead.
Will do, buddy. Will do. Alright, let's maybe go check out the roller coaster. His accent is so nostalgic to the little Jersey girl in me. Ooh, its eyes are moving. I forgot about that. Oh, it's creepy.
Hello?
Who's ringing me now?
Detective KJ Paris, Captain's
Oh, okay.
Cove Police Department. Paula Santos asked me to call you.
Yes.
Said it concerned that heist out at Captain's quarters 23 years ago.
Sure, yeah. Let's see. Well, I was thinking maybe the reason the horse was stolen. Okay.
Well,
Sure.
I was thinking maybe the reason that horse was stolen off the carousel at Captain's Cove 2 weeks ago was because somebody thought there were jewels from that heist inside it.
Never occurred to me, but
Never
it's
occurred to
possible,
me.
I suppose. The thief's name was Chaz Dunning. Died in
Chaz.
prison about a year ago.
Oh, he's
I'll tell
dead.
you what.
Interesting.
I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died.
Mhm.
Somebody who was recently released.
I'm sure Paula will be very appreciative.
Well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something.
Sweet.
Thanks, Detective Paris. It was great talking to you.
Ditto.
It is very weird to hear something that's very similar to, like, my name. Access card. What do you mean, Don't you me, Nancy?
I wonder what the deal is with this red tag.
Oh, it's, like, broken. Alright, we gotta... rewire something? Looks like I don't... Am I missing something here? Can't find anything to click on. What's this? And I called for service to request upgrade for card reader. Below is a schematic for the circuit as it currently stands. The resistors are in parallel. Waiting for delivery of the macro resistor. I split the circuit to allow easy soldering of the macro resistor once it comes in. Nick. Krollmeister called and said total resistance for the upgrade has to be 15 ohms. They said the macro resistor will give 5 ohms of resistance, so whoever's hooking up this thing should hook up the resistors in series. Okay, so I need a macro resistor before I can do anything, I'm guessing. Okay, I wonder if Ingrid would have a macro resistor. She's the engineer.
Hello, Nancy. Still on the case, I see.
Decided to keep looking into Mr. Yuck because your brain wanted to. He wasn't super effective because the majority of poisoning doesn't happen to children who can be wary of Mr. Yuck, but instead to toddlers who just pick up and eat things that can't necessarily have stickers on them. Yeah, kiddos will literally just put anything into their mouth, except for the food that you made them. Except for the nice, healthy, delicious food that you kindly made for them for lunch or dinner or breakfast even. Beautiful eggs, nice cheesy scrambled eggs. Nope, that won't go right in their mouth. Ask me how I know.
I'd like to take a closer look at the roller coaster. But the
If only engineering was as easy as making sure you 15 ohms of resistance.
Right. I was
It'd be
in the
nice.
process of
It'd be
upgrading
nice.
its main circuitry board. I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until I finish here.
Okay.
Unless you'd like to do it for me.
Yeah. I
Do
think
you
I
really
could
think
handle
I could handle
it. I
it?
could handle
It's not exactly brain surgery. All you have to do is follow the
I can't
schematic
do
inside the reader.
Can't
Here's the
even be
new
that
macro
hard.
resistor. When you see the board, you'll be able to see where it goes.
Okay, perfect.
You'll need to solder it in place.
Do you have a
Which means
soldering
you're going to
iron?
have to get my soldering gun from Elliot Chen.
Okay, but
Here's
he
the
hates
engineering
me.
handbook I put together.
Okay.
If you have questions about park-related electronics, it'll answer them.
Sweet.
Keep it as long as you like.
Couldn't be toddlers.
When you're all done, remove the red tag
It's
and take it to
amazing.
Harlan.
Okay.
That way he'll know it's safe to turn the power back on to the reader.
Okay.
That's not my cell phone. It must be yours.
Are you gonna answer it?
Are you gonna answer it?
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back. So,
Uh-huh.
once you get that tool from Elliot, you should be all set.
Thanks for your help.
You bet.
So... Okay. The arcade circuits... What's that? Oh, dress code. Okay. The lathe, red tags, and soldering. Okay. Sweet. So we need... this thing from Elliot. It's amazing how much I don't care for your stupid face. Just want that known.
Mind if I look at this?
No, go right ahead.
A
No.
book on Carousel.
Spill some paint on it, why don't you? All about carousels, Melvin A. Schwartz. All about carousels, famous carousel carvers. Golden age of carousels began in the late 1800s and ended in the early 1930s with the Great Depression. During that period, 3 different carousel styles emerged. To the untrained eye, these styles are as distinct as a fingerprint. Fantastical factoid, the horse on the outside just in front of the chariot on a carousel is called the lead horse. This horse is usually the biggest and most exquisitely carved horse on the carousel. So, there's Coney Island style. These are horses that Charles I.D. Loof carved. Tended to be very fanciful, very flashy, often with jewel-encrusted saddles and bridles. M.C. Illians and Charles Carmel also carved horses that were less than realistic, frozen in highly animated poses. Stein and Goldstein carousel horses were known for their big buckles and lack of forelocks. Fantastical factoid. Some carvers carved only the heads and let the other craftsmen carve the rest of the horse. That is interesting. Philadelphia style. These carousel horses were very realistic, with many sporting armor and other militaristic gear. Carousels that the Dentzel Company built often included horses with human faces carved somewhere on their sides. That's creepy. The Philadelphia Toboggan Company was not founded by carvers. As a result, its carousels displayed many variations of the Philadelphia style. Fantastic factoid. Most horses that are mounted on permanent carousels have tails made of real horsehair. Daniel and Alfred Mueller of the DC Mueller and Bro Company were famous for their exceptionally intricate and realistic carousel figures. One of the company's founders, Daniel Mueller, is often said to be the best carver of carousel horses ever. Those familiar with Rolf Kessler's work might disagree. Driven by dark moods and odd convictions, Kessler worked by himself, creating carousels on a freelance basis. Some people found the intense expressions of Kessler's creations to be a little too realistic. Some poison control centers still give out Mr. Yuck stickers. Oh, nice. Yeah, not human faces. Not the human faces. That's like really creepy. Fantastic factoid, carousel horse. Sorry, thank you for the hydrate fairy. I definitely need it. Like, I still am. It's amazing. Like, I'll get sick, and like, I wasn't super duper sick, like, not awful sick, but it is amazing how long, like, the congestion lasts, and just like the like little coughing fits drive me crazy. So thank you for the hydrate. Everybody else, hydrate with me if you want to. I guess you don't have to. You can also drink Dr. Pepper. I think Dr. Pepper is an acceptable water alternative. I just do like a physical thumbs up. Like, you can see me. Yay. Hydrate. Okay, fantastic factoid. A carousel horse was carved out of many pieces of wood that were held together with glue and small dowels, never nails because they could rust. A horse's leg could be made out of as many as 6 pieces of wood. That's interesting. There's also county fair style, a number of companies specialized in carousels that could be effortlessly moved from one place to another. Carousel horses they created, because they're county fairs, they had to be moved frequently. Okay, carousel, so they could be produced quickly and moved with minimal breakage. Armitage, Herschel, and Spillman were known for this style, and the carousels of the C.W. Parker Amusement Company were seen through the American heartland in the early 1900s. Fantastic factoid. Horses were carved out of a softwood, like basswood. This wood is soft enough to carve easily, but hard enough to stand up to a lot of wear. Fantastic factoid. The side of the horse that faced out, and was most seen by the public is called its romance side. Since it was the most visible side, it usually included much more detail than the inner side. That's pretty cool. All about carousel, the history of the carousel. Carousels, or merry-go-rounds, evolved from games people in the Middle Ages used to play on horseback. In the 12th century, the Spanish named one of these games Carosella, which meant little war. By the 17th century, carousel, among the French royalty, meant a festive day of contests on horseback. In one of these contests, riders would try to spear a small ring with their lance while galloping past it at full speed. To practice for this event, noblemen would straddle a wooden horse that hung from an arm that was attached to a center pole. As this center pole and arm turned, powered by the horse, mule, or servant, the rider would try to spear a small stationary ring mounted on the outside of the machine. Eventually, the word carousel referred to this machine rather than the pageant on horseback that inspired it. By the mid-1800s, men, women, and children of all social classes were clamoring to ride the contraption, which by this time included several rows of wooden horses. Innovations occurred rapidly after the carousel became steam-driven in 1870, and by the early 1900s, the carousel looked pretty much the way it does today. We'll go back for them fun factoids. Fantastic factoids. Early 20th century riders rode the carousel for the cool breeze it generated, and for the thrill of riding something going fast 7 miles an hour. Fantastic factoid Des edition. Carousel spin counterclockwise and merry-go-round spin clockwise. That is a fun fact. That is a fun fact. And now that I think about it, I'm like, yes. Yes, they do. The carousel at our local zoo goes counterclockwise. Fantastic factoid. Carousel horses were often named. Their names would appear on the inside of their bridles. That'd be really cool, but not on the side that you could see easily. Okay. It's interesting to note that English carousels rotated clockwise, while carousels in America and the rest of Europe rotated in a counterclockwise direction. This is because the English thought that it was important that riders be encouraged to mount from the proper side, the horse's left side. Also, the game of trying to grab the brass ring was never popular in England. In the United States, moving counterclockwise allowed the carousel riders to use their right hand to reach for the ring as they went by. Yeah, merry-go-rounds are usually the little kid ones, yeah. Fantastic factoid, menagerie figures such as tigers, dogs, giraffes, and even frogs were found alongside horses on carousels in the late 19th century. But by 1920, those figures were on their way out because carousel makers realized that many children were frightened of them and preferred to ride horses. We have at our zoo one with lots of different animals. The horses on the outside are bigger and more ornate than the horses on the inside, so they can be seen from a distance and will attract potential customers. I really want to take our son on the merry-go-round when it opens up again, I think, like this spring and summer. What is a band organ? By 1920, most carousels in the United States were treating their customers not just to a cool, refreshing breeze as they rode, but to the lively sounds of that distinctly American invention known as the band organ. A band organ is a mechanical device, meaning that somebody doesn't have to play it, but rather it produces music by mechanical means. In very simple terms, air is supplied by a bellows at the bottom of the organ and is forced through the pipes which produce musical notes in relation to holes punched on a roll of paper. A variety of pipes can be activated at one time along with drums and cymbals, so the music sounds much like that of a small military band, hence the name the band organ. Many people think that the music they hear when they ride a carousel is calliope music. Calliope, however, is a totally different machine. Designed to attract attention, the high-pitched flute-like calliope tones are usually heard at the circus. Some antique band organs house speakers that simply broadcast pre-recorded music, but some still use the traditional but fragile paper rolls, while in others the pipes are activated according to digitally recorded patterns. Some band organs can go back and forth between the old way of playing tunes and the new, improving the likelihood that as long as there are carousels, there will be band organ music. Well, there you go, everybody. There's your little history for the day about carousels and band organs. Also, I know we were talking about Disney popcorn buckets earlier, and I yearned to go back to Disney. You always wanted to ride the cool animals, not the horses, so I don't know what they're talking about. I know, I mean, as long as they're not, like, carved scary, like, I think it'd be cool. Like, yeah, I want to ride that tiger. Yeah, put me in that swan boat. Like, I love that stuff. But Disney, watching his daughters ride the merry-go-round and not being able to join them inspired Walt Disney to make Disneyland. No way! I did not know that. Alright, is that all that's up here, it looks like? These, like stained glass seahorses are really cool. Oh, hey, it's a lathe. Glasses on? Yes. Glasses off? Absolutely not. Alright, so we might have to lathe something at some point. I don't remember lathing anything.
Do you always go poking around another
Oh my
people's
god,
stuff?
do you always never shut up? You should take your night meds. That's a good reminder for anybody who needs to take meds. What's this?
Wow.
Star lumber.
60 board feet. That's a lot of wood.
Sounds like it. $1,000. Okay. Sure. He's got wood? I don't think I liked saying that. Suspicious grate. No? Okay. Got missing tools? It was him! The screwdriver's missing. That's how you know. Miscellaneous. You just finished off your drink though. Well, good. Is it water? Are you hydrated?
I can use this to measure.
I mean, yeah.
I can use this to measure.
I guess you can.
I can use this to measure.
Nancy, stop, please. Are you still mad at me?
Wow, Miss Destructo returns.
You talked to Joy?
Imagine my surprise when she told me you're a detective.
I hope she also told you that I spent a full 10 minutes in her office without spilling a thing.
These things happen.
They do happen.
Here you're
It
out
was
to
milk, but
solve
now I'm
the
gonna go get water.
curse of
Get some
Preston's
water.
Cove.
Hydrated. I almost dabbed, but I'm not gonna dab. Yeah, I'm here to solve the
How do you explain what's been going on around here?
What do I know? I'm just an artist.
What
Go ask
do I
our
know?
naturopathic engineer person.
Okay.
Do you have any idea who stole that horse off the carousel?
Somebody who's into junk.
That's odd. Ingrid said carousel horses can be very valuable.
Well, When they're the original horses, they can be valuable, yes, but I
Oh.
was talking about the one that was stolen. It was not an original.
It was not an
Around
original?
18, 20 years ago, somebody bought one of the horses off the Carousel. The guy who owned the park back then commissioned some hack to replace it.
Interesting.
And that's the horse that was stolen. The replacement?
Right.
Okay.
The fact that the park is shut down must be kind of a relief
Yeah,
for
so you can catch
You
up
mean
on all
because
your
I'm
work.
behind in my work?
Yeah,
I'd be
that's what I
lying
mean.
if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting deadlines has never been my forte. But I certainly hope you're not suggesting that I arranged for the park to be shut down by somehow manufacturing this curse thing, because that would be
That
ridiculous.
would be ridiculous. Yeah,
Ingrid
you seem
said
like a
you have her
ridiculous
soldering
guy.
gun. I need to get it from you, if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Okay,
Great, thanks.
sweet.
Do you see much of the other people who are working during the shutdown? Like Joy Trent or that security guard, Harlan Bishop?
Nah. Joy Trent, she's like invisible even when she's visible, if you get my drift. And that rent-a-cop, I've got no desire to see anything of him.
Don't you be hating on Harlan.
Did you two have some kind of run-in?
What, like a fight or something? How could we? He's one of the nicest, friendliest, most helpful guys I've ever met. Totally creeps me out.
How could we? He's so nice and friendly. No, this guy sucks a lot.
I found this receipt on the floor. Looks like you bought a lot of basswood recently.
I'll take that.
I mean-
Thank you.
Okay, I guess
I'll
I'll
let you
get back to work. Weirdo.
You must.
If you must. Where was the... Oh, right, the roller coaster. I was like, where? What am I supposed to do with this macro
Better
resistor?
not take the tag until I fix this.
Alright. Red tags. So to avoid potentially lethal electric shock, machinery that is out of order or being worked on will be tagged with a red flag. Equipment that is red tagged has its main power source turned off. In most cases, the power can be turned back on by returning the red tag to the security office. Be aware that some machinery will have additional power sources. These power sources are usually not as great as the main power source. However, always make sure that your circuit is properly arranged before sending any amount of current through the device. After repairing a piece of equipment, be sure to return the red tag to the security office. Security personnel will turn on the power to the piece of equipment. That music is kind of loud.
Dear Ned, well, here I am at Captain's Cove Amusement Park, about to try to figure out what's behind all the weird things
Okay.
that have been happening here lately.
Continue. There we go. Alright. Okay, soldering. Soldering is a way to create an electrical link between elements of an electronic circuit. Soldering gun is used to perform this task. Soldering guns we use in the park are state of the art. Simply place the point of the gun on the area you wish to solder and click it. If the solder is already in place and the gun is used on that area, the solder will be removed. Take care in choosing which elements to solder. Improper connections can result in a short circuit. Warning, never solder an electrical circuit when the power is on. This can result in electrocution. And let's learn a little bit about circuits. Okay. Oh, switching back to actually lurking. Okay, bye Maggie. Enjoy your Culvers when it comes. The most important rule in working with electrical equipment, and besides we're almost done with stream anyway, so we'll be done in a little bit. Most important rule in working with electrical equipment is to make sure that all the power sources are disconnected or turned off before working on any circuit. Serious injury or death can result from careless work. Resistors, first color, second color, third color, and tolerance. Okay, resistors can reduce the amount of voltage or current in an electrical circuit. Think of a resistor as a dam holding back the electrical power. Resistors have different values. The value of a resistor is measured in ohms. Below are some of the most commonly used resistors. So 5, 10, 30, and 100, which I'm guessing we tell by the color bands on them. The amount of total resistance, and we have a 5 ohm, the macro resistor, the 5 ohms. Total resistance depends on how the resistors are placed. Resistors can be placed in series or in parallel. If several resistors are placed in series, i.e. one after the other, then the total resistance is the sum of the resistor values. So in the diagram above, there are 3 resistors with the values of 10, 50, 30, and 100. Oh, I can see it up there. The total resistance is 140 ohms, 10 plus 30 plus 100. Resistors placed in parallel, i.e. in separate circuits that later meet up, have a more complex formula to compute total resistance on a circuit. Consult with your manager on this issue. When repairing or adding a piece of equipment, be sure to examine the specific instructions for the resistance required for the circuit board. Alright, what did this say? Alright, the resistors are currently in parallel. They're like weird bubbling noise. Blub, 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 blub. Called for service to request upgrade for card reader. Below is the schematic for the circuit as it currently stands. And the resistors are in parallel. Okay, so we have, I was gonna say plus 75 VAC. S1 push button. Resistors 1 and 2, 10 and 30. D1 is going to the card reader Luigi. Waiting for delivery of macro resistor. I split the circuit to allow easy soldering of the macro resistor once it comes in. Okay. Total resistance has to be 15 ohms. Macro resistor will give 5 ohms of resistance. So whoever is hooking up this thing should hook up the resistors in series. So one right after the other. Isn't that what it said? It looked like it says Luigi? Unless I'm... Right? Like right above where I have the thing. It looks like it just says Luigi, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looks like it says Luigi.
It's locked.
It's locked. Alright, let's check out this board. Macro resistor, and we stick it on there. Okay. I'm really confused here. What, Don't you me, Nancy? Right, that's what it looked like. Alright. How am I supposed to do this in series if they're like... Oh, I probably only, maybe I only have to do one. Okay, so that's 5. Then I've got orange, black, black, brown, black, black. Orange, black, black, tan, black. So I just need to hook up the tan, black, black. Or the brown, black, black. Because it's 10 and 5 is 15. Alright. Right, so... goes there. And there. Alright, good.
There, that looks right.
Well, how do we know it doesn't have any power, theoretically? That's
this
fine.
This takes an employee access card.
Alright. I can't go in, right? I have to go turn on the power?
No
Yeah,
power.
okay, alright. Let's go talk to Harlan. Let's give him their tag.
Hey, Nancy, what's up?
Could you turn the power back on to the card reader outside the roller coaster? It's all fixed. Here's the tag.
You bet. I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
Sweet.
Ingrid said you told her that you were a bouncer before you came
Impressive
to
engineering. Thank you. I hooked up 2 things.
Right. I was. For a while. I've held almost every guard-type job there is. Lived in a lot of different places, too. Trenton, Jersey City, Flemington, Cape May.
I have a wide variety of skills. I have a certain set of skills. So, yeah. I don't want to see the tape again. Thank you.
I'll see you around.
Go get 'em.
Speaking of which, I do have to do some electrical work, but I'll probably do it tomorrow. I feel so short in this room. I think it's because everything's on like a step up. Harlan, what are you hiding? You're a good boy, but what are you hiding? We'll have to find out. I don't remember what Harlan is hiding. All I know is that Harlan is a good boy because Des tells me so. Okay. I guess we go over here.
This looks like one of Joy's.
Oh, because it's all like chewed on. Emergency all stop. I was about to ask if you actually knew. I cannot remember. Nope. I know the whodunit. And I remember
Ow! I'm trapped.
I remember the whodunit,
Uh-oh.
and I remember the why.
To get my foot loose,
That's
I need to switch
about
the track
it.
somehow.
Okay,
Looks
let's
like I have to
look at the
reconnect these
switcher.
wires.
Okay. Huh! Oh! Oh! I was like, what? What is it? Why is the game making that noise?
Try
Power.
again.
Okay. Oh, snap. Hi, Private Eye
That's what Harlan said must have
Raiders.
happened. I was out
We
cold
just
when they
died.
found me.
I
Wow,
can't afford
we
to
got
have you blundering around the
electrocuted.
park getting into accidents, Nancy. My insurance rates are high enough. In other words, you're off the case.
Paula, no. Paula. Paula, no. Well, dang. Okay, second chance it is.
Ow! I'm trapped.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Haunted Carousel. We're trapped. We're trapped. Past Private Eye, what were you playing? Was it another Nancy Drew? I remembered seeing, but
Foot loose.
I don't
need to
remember which
switch the
game
track somehow.
y'all were playing. Alright, here's the switcher.
Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Okay.
Now I can turn the power on and see if these are properly connected. Try again.
Okay. Oh, Kapu Cave. We finished, what you call that one? Oh, hang on here. Is it giving me some kind of hint? Is this a red one? I can't quite tell. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
That's not right.
How do I know? The frass. Oh yeah, we were playing Two with the Lost Queen. I forgot to turn the power back off.
Harlan said must
I was
have happened.
panicking.
He's out
I was
cold when
panicking
he
because we
found
were
me.
trapped.
I can't afford to have you blundering around
We
the
finished
park
Tomb of the
getting
Lost
into
Queen
accidents,
earlier, so we're
My
playing
insurance rates
Haunted
are high enough.
Carousel,
In other words, you're
which
off
I
the
have
case.
played before, but it's been a couple years and I don't remember much from the game, so we're going through and playing it again because I never saved any VODs of it, and so we're playing it again so we have more VODs.
Ow! I'm trapped.
But unfortunately, we keep getting trapped here. The Frass Puzzle. The Frass Puzzle is like a lot of counting and like a lot of
I need to
math.
switch the track somehow.
Okay.
Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Is this just trial and error, or is it trying to like give me some information? I don't remember what I've tried now. All right, let's just try switching.
Now I
those
can
two.
turn the power on and see if these are properly connected. Try again.
Okay. Switch these two.
That's not right.
Okay. Let's do this.
That's still not right.
Okay. Let's do. Did I try? Hang on. Let's try.
I better hurry.
Oh, well, girl, if you know how to fix this.
Still not right.
Okay, what's that? Alright, I'm sorry, Nancy. You might die.
Try again.
I already tried that, didn't I? Oop, I forgot.
You were electrocuted?
That's what Harlan said must have happened.
You're lurking while helping somebody with a
When he
puzzle,
found me.
Malloy.
I can't afford to have you blundering around the park getting into accidents, Nancy.
I'm not
My insurance
blundering.
rates
I'm
are
not
high
blundering.
enough.
Somebody's
In other
attacking
words,
me,
you're
Paula.
off the case.
Bias red, private eye red. See, now I forget what I've
I'm
done
trapped.
and what I've tried. Also, how do I know which track I want
Uh-oh.
or need?
To get my foot loose, I need to switch the... Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
All right, we're on it, Nancy. Can we try this one?
Now I can turn the power on and see
Oh,
if these
Quigley's
are properly
works.
connected.
Quigley's works.
Try again.
Quigley's the worst.
That's not right.
Okay. I've already done this. Do this. This.
That's still not right.
This. Ugh. Oh. Good news, we did not get run over by a mechanical shark. I don't like that it's just trial and error, right? I was looking, that kind of gets me sometimes when it's like, am I just supposed to brute force this puzzle, or are you giving me a clue that I'm not seeing? Because, like, whenever we play things like Myst, I'm usually pretty confident that, like, Myst is giving me clues, whether I see them or not. Oh, it's Secret of the Scarlet Hand? No, it's not? Okay, alright. So I just went in there to get attacked. Shut up, Nancy. I know it's locked. Joy. Let's go talk to Joy about Joy's pencil. Joy. And yeah, I think Quigley is more annoying. I don't feel like I hear from Paula too much. Something about Quigley's voice that just, like, grates the inside of my brain.
Do you by any chance know how to read shorthand?
Sorry, sure don't.
Do you ever talk to the other people who are working during the shutdown?
I'm not very good at socializing.
I also feel like in some of these older games, maybe it's because of, like,
I go to work, I work,
limitations,
I go
like software
home. That's
limitations or
pretty much my
something,
life.
but I feel like the dialogue is much shorter in these older games. Like, I feel like there's not, I mean, maybe there is more I feel like there's not as much back and forth, and when they say stuff, it's not like paragraphs or anything like that. Quigley 1,000 times over. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the weird one.
Someone activated the roller coaster while I was standing on the tracks just now. I barely managed to escape.
Harlan.
Really? Are you sure it was on purpose?
See if he
Maybe
saw
you
anything.
Accidentally tripped a switch or something.
Oh yeah. What about this
It was
pencil?
no accident. Does this pencil I found by the tracks look familiar?
Joy.
That looks like one of mine.
Yeah,
but
it does,
I didn't
doesn't
leave
it?
it there. I mean, just because you found one of my pencils, that hardly proves I'm guilty of
really?
something.
Joy,
Oh, really?
while you were gone, the Nancy Drew entity came in here
All
and
right.
snooped.
Magnificent whatever
were
machine.
snooping around in here?
Shut up. I was leaving you a note.
Well, I was leaving you a note. You know, to call Elliot.
I literally found
An
nothing
analysis
else.
of sensory input shows that the Nancy Drew entity entered the immediate area during your absence and exhibited non-random seeking behavior.
Yeah, I was looking for a piece of paper and a pencil.
I was just trying to do the job Ms. Santos asked me to do.
I think there's a very good
didn't know I
balance in
was
the early
being
games. Occasionally something
watched.
longer
My
so you don't
father
get bored.
was a frustrated
I like
inventor.
the dialogue
After he
balance in
died,
the
I
earlier games a little
discovered
bit better.
That in his study. In his will, he said he made it just for me. I don't have room in my apartment, so I brought him here.
How evil
He
of
can
him,
have
his
it when I
battery
know I'm going to have
died.
company. As you noticed, he can be kind of a blabbermouth.
He
The
does.
word blabbermouth
Miles the
is without
Magnificent.
meaning to
Miles, the magnificent memory machine.
So her dad made this for her? I do not remember any of this.
Why does he call himself the magnificent memory machine?
My father said he invented Miles in order to reacquaint me with my childhood. It always bothered him that I was never as happy-go-lucky as he was. What am I, Miles?
Joy Trent is a party-pooping stick in the mud.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed
Did your father
to
program
reconnect
him
me
to
with
say you were a
long-lost
poopy
memories
stick in
from
the
my
mud?
childhood.
Girl. You need to throw this thing in the recycling bin. It's so funny that Miles will accuse you of doing it. Even if you didn't do it, I didn't do anything. All I did was walk over to her desk, grab a pencil, write her a note, and walk away. Miles likes creating drama. Yeah, girl has daddy issues for sure. For sure. Okay. That sounds fascinating.
I don't see it that way at all.
Yeah, I don't either,
wanna
but I was
relive
trying to
my
be polite.
childhood.
Okay.
My mother died when I was 4.
No, don't.
My mother died when I was really young, too. Maybe
We'll
I can help
bond.
you.
I
A
should
bond
be
over our
mad that you were
loss.
snooping around in here.
Oh my god.
But the truth
I
is,
should be mad that I
think
even
it's
have to
neat
be on
that
this
you're
job
so
in the first
gutsy.
place.
Especially since I'm
Oh,
so
well, she's
not
being nice.
gutsy.
Okay, fine.
Oh, what the heck? Okay, Miles, let's hear the first riddle.
Here
Let's go.
is the first riddle. Listen carefully.
Mm-hmm.
To be told a truth long since put away, bring me the silvery remains of a 4-bit day.
What?
I have no idea what he's talking about. I knew it would be a
The
waste
silvery
of time.
remains of a 4-bit day? What?
Don't give up
sure,
yet.
we'll figure it
Maybe
out.
I'll turn up something in the course of
We
my
have to bring him
investigation.
something?
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
Joy, what I find fascinating is you let yourself go out of the house with that bob and a whole blazer in the middle of summer. No. That was the style back then. Yeah, we're so good. Oh, we should probably also go look at the carousel. And yes, I know I'm like a little bit over time, but I feel like we had raiders and I don't want to like immediately stop streaming. Blah, blah, blah. Kate Walker. Blah, blah, blah. That's true. That's true. Blah, blah, blah. Nancy Drew. Blah, blah, blah. He does remind me a little bit of Oscar. Oh, man. Yeah, can you imagine naming your kid Joy and then being like, Joy's a poopy stick in the mud? Miles does sound like Oscar. No high heels, spurs, or peg legs, please. Oh. Do I gotta do this?
This takes a fun pass.
Fun. Yeah, it's not my fun pass. Fun pass.
This takes a fun pass.
Fun pass.
Let's go for a spin on the carousel. By the way, you have 4 fun credits left on your card. Enjoy the ride. Ha-ha.
Haha. That'd be really fun. Oh.
The carousel will be starting in 3 seconds, so hang on
I like that
tight.
it looks like a clam.
Don't forget to try for
Free
the
ride.
brass ring.
Oh, right. Brass ring.
Yeehaw!
Oh, dude, let's go. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna find that brass ring. Where is it?
Here comes the brass ring.
Okay, alright.
Get ready.
Okay.
Got it.
Ha! No apparent fan or AC. Oh wait, did I have to get it again? I thought I already got it. Meanwhile, I'm incapable of functioning in a temperature above 85 degrees. Yeah. Depending on where you live. I don't know. I used to live in Phoenix, so it's like... could be hotter. could be hotter. Although I definitely prefer it to be much cooler. Currently 80 degrees near... Oh, right! You think it cooled down finally? That's good. I hope it did. I like this mer horse. Alright, what's your name? Moonglow. Moonglow. Who are you? Who are you? Oh. This carousel was created by Rolf Kessler in 1914. At least you have dry heat. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it would not be survivable in humid weather. You would suffocate and die. Okay. So we move this out of the way. And I have a card. I have a card reader for the... Is this the back of the organ? Excuse me? Excuse me? I think somebody needs to upgrade my access. Excuse me? This takes fun
This
cards.
takes an employee access card.
But I did get the brass ring at least, so there is that. This looks like the organ, right? Would be in here, maybe? Huh. I don't have access to it. Okay. I should be allowed everywhere. I'm Nancy Drew. Ooh, what's this? This is where it was. This is where it was. Who are you? Lancer. Lancer and Moonglow. Lancer and Moonglow. Okay. Who are you? Starlight. Oh, you're cutie. You're a zebra. Okay. Starlight and Moonglow. How am I supposed to snoop without card access? Who can give me more card access? Joy or Harlan? It's like Harlan's security, but Joy gave me the card.
Hello?
Hi, Nancy. KJ Paris.
Oh, yeah.
I got some preliminary info on that.
I like that
wolf.
he calls me and then I
Okay,
don't have to
Sonny.
call him.
Great,
That's
let's
like
hear it.
Okay.
Pete
Before
Gaming.
he died, he got to be real good buddies with his cellmate at New Jersey State Prison. And his cellmate was paroled less than 2 months
Do you
ago.
know his name?
Do you know the guy's name?
Well, apparently he's used a lot of aliases. The guy I talked to wasn't sure which name he was released under, but he did give me a description. Dark hair, medium build, clean shaven, heavy Jersey accent. Like I said, I'm still in the process of making calls.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought I'd let you know what I had so far.
Thanks, Detective. You've been a big
you.
help.
When she's hired as an investigator, people are like, why are you snooping? Like, this is my job. I don't know what you think I was hired
Any
to
luck
do.
with the riddle?
No.
I'm still working on it.
Need something?
Yes. The access.
I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thanks for nothing. Bye. Something silver. Hang on. Actually, hang on, Miles. I need that riddle again. I need that riddle. I need the riddle again. I apparently don't need the riddle again. We're good here. A silver something. 4 something something. I got 4 and I got silver. That's all I remember. Harlan's not here. Snoop, 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 Snoop. I see you. Surveillance. February 2002. Silvery remains of a 4-bit day. That's right. Counter surveillance. Contemporary look into the world of eavesdropping. Concealed wall plug transmitters. High-tech surveillance and security equipment gadgets. Okay, so he wants to be a spy. Harlan Bishop. Requested code. Is this important? Is this his address? Requested code? What's the requested code? I don't know, but I'm going to take a picture of it. I really hope I can find that picture of the carousel horse that I like. Hello. You good? Yeah. Oh, I know it's getting late, I know. But look, this magazine's called Cyber Spy. It's made for you, babe. My husband came in to grab some of the dishes. My hubby works in cyber security. That's what he do.
I need a tape.
Do I? I don't got one. We should just take the microphone and start making spooky noises. Alright. Can we get in his locker, maybe? Oh, is it? That's not his code, right? That's not his code. That's 1011. That's not a code. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Today's gonna be the day. Let's see. So we have Elliot, who's mad at us. Ingrid, who's fine. Oh, we should probably give Ingrid her soldering gun back.
It's locked. It's locked.
Since when? Hope there's no 9s on here. Well, it can't be that. Alright. You good,
Just making sure there's nothing else.
I don't see anything. Thank you, though. I appreciate your help.
Nancy, you're a procrastinator's dream. Know that? Come in. Ask me questions. Ask me lots of questions.
Excuse me? Nancy, you're a dream. Glad you're here. Come in, talk to me. Pretend that I wasn't a jerk face to you earlier.
I know you're busy, but I was hoping you could maybe help me solve a riddle. I asked you for the silvery remains of a 4-bit day. What would you give me?
A riddle? I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver
do
that's
your
left
job,
over, right?
please.
Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter,
does it?
4-bit would mean worth 2 quarters. Quarters. Captain's quarters, maybe?
What about the word day?
What about the
4-bit
word
day?
day?
Captain's quarters.
He's procrastinating so hard he cut his own hair.
Day.
His hair's
D-A-E, as in
atrocious.
Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon. Silvery, as in spoon, get it?
Oh, I never would have
That
figured
must
that
be
out.
it. Thank you.
Next riddle, come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a groove. Bring it on.
I don't have another
I'll
one.
let you get back
I
to
only have
work.
one.
Keep it real.
Yeah, his hair is... why does he suck so much? That's a good question. Oh, what's in here? What's this?
Could I have some of these tissue strips?
Be my guest.
Does he sound like Matthew Perry?
All right, break time.
I'll let you get back to work.
If you must.
Maybe a little bit. Could he be more annoying? Okay, no, he doesn't. Just kidding. We haven't gone to the haunted house yet either. Okay, so next time we'll go and get our sundae. What flag is this? Does anybody know? Like, I see an American flag over here. We're in New Jersey. What flag is this? If it were, like, red on top, that'd be, like, Mexico? It's not Italy, though. It has, like, something in the middle of the white. I don't know. Oh, no. Mexican flag is up and down stripes, not sideways stripes. Let's see. Green, white, red flag? Horizontal? Let's see. Tajikistan? Old Imperial Iran? I'm just like curious to know like what flag is that and why did they choose? You think it's Italy because it's New Jersey? Could be. It's New Jersey. All right, we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call it here for the night because I'm definitely like a good 25 minutes over, 20 minutes over stream time. Let's save. What are we talking about? We're talking about this flag. Hang on, let me save it real quick before I forget. Get a sundae. This flag. J-Cat, we're talking about this flag up here. Like, what flag is that? Let's see. Italy flag? No, so it's not the Italian flag, because the Italian flag is up and down stripes. Oh, pretend that's green and that the green screen didn't key that out. But it's up and down stripes. So it's not Italy. I'm just like fascinated by what this wait. Flag game. Oh, this is like nautical flags, maritime flags. I got excited. Are those not vertical because the flag is just hanging down weird? I don't think so. I think those are horizontal stripes based on the way the flag is hanging. Yeah, because, yeah, this is like the short end. And so, like, this green is going across the entire top. So the top is green, white, and then red on the bottom, and it's got, like, a design in the middle. Someone get her interactive on the phone. I need answers to this, absolutely. What flag? Because, like, this one's very clearly an American flag. It looks like an American flag. Hanging the right way up. Like, what's that one? Unless, maybe it's just, like, the Captain's Cove flag. I don't see any other flags. Oh, I forgot that thing was scary. I don't see any other flags. Oh, everything's scary. Hungary flag, says Googs? Hungary flag? Yes? But Hungary flag is... If it were Hungary's flag, it'd be upside down. Because Hungary's flag has red on the top. This would be an upside down Hungary. I'm hungry for a sundae. I really like flags. I think flags are really cool. Just like, what is it? Did they make up a flag? And if they made up a flag, why did they make up a flag? Why did this location need 2 flags? Why? That's the real mystery of Nancy Drew and the Haunted Carousel. It's Nancy Drew and the very confusing flag hanging outside a hotel. Time for some internet sleuthing. But we can do it some other time because I'm gonna I'm gonna get off stream. Somaliland is the well, why would Captain's Quarters Hotel have a Somaliland flag? Alright, yeah, somebody call up Her Interactive and see if you can figure out why. I expect answers on my desk next Tuesday, Drew's Day. I expect some answers. Let's see who we can raid. Let's see who's still streaming on the Tuesday, Drew's Day. Old Sea Hag is playing Haunting of Castle Malloy. Hopefully they are... Ah, New Mexico. What vexillological virtuosity is this? New Mexico does have an amazing flag. Sonocat is playing Captive Curse. Sea Hag's finishing up. Perfect. Alright, then I don't read. Got it. Thank you for the heads up. I'm always like trying to look and see. There we go. Nancy Drew and the Captive Curse. 130 people watching. Who is this? How do I not know them? Ooh, this is very exciting. Someone post it to the flag subreddit and you'll get an answer in 5 Oh. Bud with the smarts. Well, we might have to do that. Alright, we'll go ahead and raid Sonocat. I have no idea who this is, but I'm excited. So we'll get to see somebody who is new. I don't have Reddit either, so somebody else can do that's true. Other streams this week coming up. Sending you and Sea Hag to Soda. Oh, perfect. Yeah, thank you for the raid message, so you guys can get that raid message. Other streams coming on this week. So Thursday we'll be back with Siberia 3, which is a wild ride so far. And then on Sunday we're going to play The Root Trees Are Dead. So we're going to play a new game while we're kind of taking a break from our Myst series. We're going to play that and we're going to see how that goes. So, yeah. If that spaceship doesn't work. Oh, the spaceship. Alright, thank you all so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I will hopefully see y'all next time, and hope you have a good time over at the other stream. And oh, Root Trees Are Dead is so fun, JCat. Okay, sweet. I've heard it's really good, so I'm excited. But anyway, I will see y'all at the next stream, hopefully. Bye, everybody!